Today I want to revisit the Kennedy assassination for a minute. I've done a few things about it, but today I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I'm going to go through the Zapruder film frame by frame and point out a couple things that I think are pretty important. And anybody who studies the assassination, who comments about the assassination, who says anything about it, really should pay attention to what I'm about to show you, because the next time you say that a bullet couldn't have possibly hit JFK and hit the governor also, you're going to really feel like a fool when you see what I'm about to point out to you, and it's been staring you guys in the face the whole time. But you, for some reason, you haven't been able to see it. I'm talking, of course, to the conspiracy theorists. But I'm going to start the film. I'm going to go through it frame by frame and point out some areas of interest. As we start the film here, JFK's hand is on his hair, and he's adjusting his hair, it seems like. As the film starts, he's looking to a little girl that's off to the side of the car. And right about there, Connolly is looking that way. Kennedy's looking towards the camera. And Connolly said when he heard the first shot, he immediately turned to his right. And we see that happen right here. Very quickly, he turns his head. That is Kennedy and Connolly reacting to the sound of the first shot, which apparently missed the car entirely. Jackie also begins to turn around, which she said is what she did. And he, not realizing what it might have been, continues to wave to the crowd. As we advance the frames here, continuing to wave, he starts to put his hand down. And right here, they disappear behind this sign. Now, the governor is coming out from behind the sign. Now, this is the really important part. You see his jacket. You see his little bit of gray area where his tie is. You see his white shirt. Let's go ahead just a little bit. Okay, we see it even clearer now. We see his jacket, his tie, his shirt. This white area right here is the white cuff of Kennedy's shirt sleeve. So Kennedy's arm is just getting ready to come out from behind the sign. And it is not raised, it's still down. Now let's see what happens 1/18 of a second later. Did you see that? You had to have seen that. The governor's jacket just blew out at the exact same instant that Kennedy's being reacting to being shot. Anybody who says that the single bullet theory is just a theory and that the same bullet couldn't have possibly hit both men, you're going to have to explain this. Because 1 second later, look at this jacket. Watch it. Watch what happens. Let's do it again. Let's watch again. Damn it. The jacket blows out. The bullet exits Connolly's right under his left nipple. His right nipple, rather. And it's exactly when JFK is shot. One last time, I'm going to try to get it perfect. Right there. That is the instant right after both men have just been shot. You see Connolly's jacket puff out. You can no longer see his tie because the jacket's bulged out. You still see Kennedy's hands are up like he was bringing them down from a wave. And they haven't quite reacted yet, but both of them have just been shot. He comes out, and his arms fly up to his neck. That is pretty definitive evidence of a bullet hitting both of them. I think you would have to agree. You'd have to be blind not to see it. Now, with regard to the headshot, right here, the conspiracy critics will claim that this mass here exiting the president's head is from a bullet coming this way and hitting him in the head and blowing out the back of his head. But that's not what's happening. You see the back of his head is undamaged the whole time in the film. He's struck and his head flies back, but the whole time the back of his head is fine. The only deformity is to the front. If a bullet hit him in the front like that, then this mass here would be over here, coming out that way. The blood spray and the brain matter and all that goes in the direction of the bullet generally. A bullet hits him here, all of this would be back here, not up here. And you see that this is the back of his head. It's undamaged. So, also, one quick little note. When he's struck, his head flies forward a little bit. Just a little, about an inch. But it's still significant. You see him there, you see his head in relation to the back of the seat. And you see clearly when he's hit, his head is pushed forward, ever so slightly. And then he goes backwards. It's not automatic. He's not being shoved back by a bullet. That's not... These people don't understand physics. A bullet doesn't have enough mass to push a human body. That's a myth invented by movies. That's not what happens in the real world. A speeding bullet doesn't have enough mass to push someone away from the bullet like that. So that was just a quick little analysis. Please give me your thoughts, conspiracy theorists, everybody. Let me know what you think. I think this is pretty damn well definitive that all of the bullets came from behind.